The black oil mystery. You pop the hood, pull out that dipstick, and freeze. Just a week ago, you poured in fresh golden oil, shiny, clean, and brand new. But now, it's as dark as midnight coffee. Your heart skips a beat. Did I just waste my money? You think. Is my mechanic scamming me? Is something wrong with my engine? Well, take a deep breath because that inky black liquid might not be a warning sign at all. In fact, it might mean your engine is actually doing its job better than ever before. Today we're busting one of the biggest myths in car maintenance, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at black motor oil the same way again. Hi, this question matters. Most drivers don't think twice about oil. It's just that thing you change every few months because your dad or your dashboard light said so. But for people who love their cars, who actually listen to their engines, the color of oil feels like a heartbeat check. So when that clean amber oil suddenly turns jet black after just 1,000 miles, panic hits. You start Googling oil turns black fast, engine problems, burnt oil smell, and before you know it, you're convinced your car is about to explode. But let's set the record straight. Oil color is only one piece of the puzzle. To understand why it changes, we need to understand what that oil actually does once it flows inside your engine. The myth we've been sold. We've been told that dark oil equals bad oil, that if it's not clear and golden, it's dirty. That myth has been passed down from generation to generation, reinforced by shiny commercials showing crystal clear oil pouring in slow motion. But those commercials aren't the full picture. You see, oil isn't just there to lubricate. It's there to clean, cool, seal, and protect. And cleaning comes with a cost. It gets dirty in the process. Imagine you're mopping a floor. If your mop water stays crystal clear, it's not cleaning anything. The darker it gets, the more dirt it's picking up. That's exactly what's happening inside your engine. So next time you see black oil, think of it as the mop water of your engine. Proof that it's been collecting all the gunk and keeping it out of harm's way. What's actually turning your oil black? Alright, let's zoom in. When fuel burns inside your engine's combustion chamber, the process isn't 100% efficient. Even in modern engines with direct injection, a small portion of unburnt fuel, carbon particles, and exhaust gases sneak past the piston rings and into the crankcase, a phenomenon known as blow-by. Your motor oil is waiting down there like a bouncer at a nightclub, ready to trap those troublemakers before they can cause chaos. These microscopic carbon particles, soot, and combustion residues get suspended in the oil, and that's what darkens it. But here's the twist. If your oil didn't darken, that would actually be bad. It would mean it's not capturing those contaminants. They'd instead stick to your pistons, valves, and cylinder walls, forming carbon buildup and sludge. So, the dark color. That's your engine staying clean from the inside out. The role of detergents and additives. Modern motor oils are chemical powerhouses. They're not just refined oil. They're engineered cocktails of detergents, dispersants, antioxidants, and friction modifiers. Let's break that down. Detergents clean metal surfaces inside the engine. Dispersants keep dirt and carbon particles floating in the oil instead of clumping into sludge. Antioxidants prevent the oil from breaking down under heat. Anti-wear agents like zinc and phosphorus coat moving parts to prevent metal-on-metal contact. Now, here's something most drivers don't realize. The better your oil's detergent system is, the darker it'll get faster. So when your premium synthetic oil turns black quickly, it's not failing. It's proving that its detergents are working overtime, scrubbing every inch of your engine clean. Diesel versus gasoline engines, night and day. If you drive a diesel, you already know this story. You change the oil, start the engine, and within minutes it's black. That's not a defect. That's diesel combustion. Diesel fuel burns at lower temperatures and produces way more soot. Diesel oils are designed with high detergent levels to keep all that soot in suspension, so the engine doesn't choke on its own carbon. Gasoline engines, meanwhile, run cleaner, but even they produce carbon and trace soot over time. Older or high-mileage engines let more blow-by slip past the rings, which means faster darkening oil. So if your gasoline engine's oil turns black in 1,000 miles, it could simply mean your car's seen a few birthdays, not that it's sick. heat, additives, and the darkening effect. Let's talk about heat, your engine's best friend and worst enemy. Motor oil constantly faces temperatures of 200 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. Over time, that heat causes oxidation, a chemical reaction that darkens the oil as it ages. Combine that with combustion byproducts, and you've got a perfect recipe for black oil. And here's another fun fact. The detergent additives themselves can darken oil. As they neutralize acidic contaminants, their molecules change color. So sometimes the darkness isn't from dirt, it's from the oil's chemistry doing exactly what it was designed to do. When black isn't normal anymore. Now, let's not go too far. Not all black oil is good. There are situations where the color change signals a real problem. If your oil looks thick, gooey, or tar-like, you're dealing with sludge, usually from skipped oil changes or cheap oil. Shiny or metallic, that's metal wear, engine parts grinding, not good. Milky or frothy, coolant contamination, likely from a blown head gasket. Smells burnt. The oil's cooked from overheating, usually from a clogged cooling system or turbo overuse. In these cases, dark color is a symptom, not a sign of strength. So yes, always look at your oil, but also feel and smell it. Why some cars darken oil faster than others? Every engine has its own personality. Some are tidy, others are messy. Here's why some cars turn oil black much faster. Older engines. More blow-by means more soot. Turbocharged engines run hotter, so oil oxidizes faster. Poor quality fuel burns dirtier, leaving more carbon. Stop and go driving. Oil doesn't get hot enough to burn off moisture or fuel vapors. Short trips. Condensation builds up, mixing with soot to darken oil faster. And ironically, synthetic oils, which are the best, often darken sooner because they're better cleaners. So don't compare your oil color to someone else's car. Compare it to your own car's history. What to do when it turns black fast? Alright, so what should you actually do when your oil goes black in just 1,000 miles? Step 1. Stay calm. If your oil level is stable, your engine sounds smooth, and there's no smoke or warning lights, keep driving. The oil's doing its job. Step 2. Check your oil regularly. Don't just rely on color, look for texture, smell, and consistency. Step 3. Stick to a proper change interval. If your car recommends oil changes every 5,000 miles, do it. Don't waste money changing it every 1,000 just because it looks dark. Step 4. Use high-quality oil and filters. A good filter is crucial. It traps contaminants and keeps them from circulating. A bad one turns your oil dark and dirty much faster. Step 5. Drive longer trips occasionally. Engines love heat. Short city drives cause more moisture buildup. Taking your car on the highway for 20 minutes burns that moisture off and helps keep oil cleaner longer. Step 6. Get an oil analysis. If you're a serious car enthusiast, labs like Blackstone can test your used oil. They'll tell you exactly what's inside, wear metals, fuel dilution, coolant traces, giving you a detailed health report on your engine. Engine flush helpful or harmful? You've probably seen engine flush products promising to restore performance by cleaning sludge. Here's the truth. If your engine's been maintained well, you don't need a flush. Regular oil changes already keep it clean. But if you just bought a used car with unknown history, a gentle flush can help dissolve built-up sludge as long as it's done carefully. Don't overdo it though. Overflushing can damage seals and loosen debris that clogs oil passages. When in doubt, ask a trusted mechanic or just do 2 short interval oil changes instead of 1 flush. Why black oil can actually be a good sign. Here's the twist most people never hear. Engines that turn oil black quickly are often cleaner inside. That's because the oil's additives are active and working, constantly cleaning deposits before they can bake onto metal surfaces. It's the engines that keep oil looking clean for too long that usually have carbon buildup inside. They're too clean on the dipstick, too dirty in the cylinders. So yes, sometimes dark oil means your car's running healthy and clean, exactly as designed. Maintenance habits that keep your oil healthy. Here are a few habits that make a world of difference. Warm up your engine properly. Let it idle for 30 seconds before driving. Avoid unnecessary idling. Cold engines produce more blow-by. Use top-tier fuel. It burns cleaner and reduces soot formation. Replace your air filter regularly. A dirty air filter throws off the fuel-air mix, producing more carbon. Don't skip oil filters. A cheap filter is like running shoes with holes. A bit of care keeps your oil and your engine healthy far beyond the color test. The truth about black oil. So let's wrap this up. Your car's oil turning black in 1,000 miles doesn't mean your engine's dying. It doesn't mean your mechanic used bad oil. It doesn't even mean you need an early oil change. What it really means is that your engine is a live burning fuel, creating heat, and your oil is catching every bit of dirt that process creates. The real danger isn't black oil, it's neglected oil. Skipping oil changes, using bargain bin filters, or ignoring leaks will kill your engine faster than color ever will. So the next time you check your dipstick and see black oil, give yourself a little nod. That's not failure, that's chemistry doing its job. Now you know the truth. Dark oil doesn't always mean dirty oil, it means working oil. So the next time someone panics over their oil color, send them this video. And if you learned something new today, hit that like button. Subscribe for more car science made simple, and share this with your gearhead friends.